kind of feeling whenever you're behind the wheel of a Fox or behind the wheel of a Falcon. But when you have those characters that can put you in check, like the Docs, like the Luigi's, like the Jigglypuffs of the game, you end up lost and running in and doing the same approaches that worked on every other fastballer, but definitely gives you a lot of trouble with people with a better space establishment. So, big props to young Neil though. Respect the third game, the fourth game switch to 5-7. I don't know if he won the first game.
We are going to be getting Fudge versus. Now we're getting Fudge versus Hoborg.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I feel like
it's Green Falco. I'm like, wait, are we watching the same set?
Yeah, no. We, I don't want to say that I prophesized it, but yeah, I don't know. Like, we don't get to choose which blessings Apollo bestows upon us. So,
right.
yeah. Sorry about that. Either way,
I love that. I like it.
Relatively moderately paced game number 1, and it kind of makes sense because Hoborg is already faced off against. Inadvertently was warmed up by young Neil for this very matchup.
Yeah, and plus they met earlier in bracket. Hoborg 2-0'd him.
Exactly.
Which, I know that Fudge was speaking some truth earlier. He was like, you know what, Luigi, it's pretty hard. It's definitely not something I'm excited to fight. But he saw him, he was like lined up in bracket for him. All right, just gotta try to fuck up and do it.
Okay.
He is showing a lot more patience and competency. I'd say that.
Because again, it's these characters, they're going to come to you anyway. They have incredible hitboxes. They're going to want to try to press the advantage as much as they possibly can, especially in the air if you're the Falco in this case. I don't really know exactly what you're trying to do, but Hoborg realizing we need to just, again, let the game come to you. You are forced to counterattack as his team because this is a Real Madrid, and you're like Espanyol or something. You're just like some other team in Spain.
Yeah.
They're better. They're just built better. You have to suffer a little bit of the offense before you can get your licks in.
Yeah, make adjustments to your game plan based on the scenario that comes in front of you. I completely agree. I know that, at the moment, even though it's even stops, it looks like Fudge is doing very well in terms of keeping his space. Which I know I've said a lot in commentary, but it's something that I'm noticing that Fudge is very good at in terms of like working with his needles, everything like that. Goes for the aerial interrupt in there, doesn't quite get it. Gets it down tilt for trouble. But still got a decent amount of percent. Any one hit open up could absolutely destroy Fudge. Like I said,
Okay.
Falcon's recovery, not the best in the world. It goes right to ledge, double lasers.
Definitely exploitable, but Hoborg not really been given a whole lot of an opportunity to take advantage of that just yet. Eventually, Fudge is going to give up the ghost. Slight advantage for Fudge. That's definitely something you can capitalize on, especially when Hoborg gets caught out on the platforms like that.
Yeah, big time. But off the ledge, when Hoborg's not on the stage, he's struggling, Any single time that he's not on a platform, like being able to throw out those double aerials doesn't work, but, Fudge taking him to the limit. Hoborg on his last shot. He doesn't pull out the roll. Goes for the double hit, doesn't get it.
And again, we were talking about efficiency in the air. It's just Fudge finding these down airs just a little bit more quickly. And it makes you wonder, like, that is the difference between the counterpick Falco and the Game 1 Falco, isn't it? Maybe you're just playing into those strengths a little bit more. Hoborg was not quite ready to deal with the onslaught of offense that Fudge is providing. Oh, and hang on.
Also very well versed. That goes for an air on shield, doesn't get the up smash on a shield. Ooh, gets the up the first trouble. Wonderful conversion by Fudge. That takes game 1.
You do get your share of experience against plumbers in this particular venue.
Yeah.
So,
me being one of the plumbers in this venue.
Yeah. No, hey, we all have our character flaws. So.
I guess it would be a doctor. Would it still be a plumber? I would still call it a plumber.
I don't know.
If somebody had a job before they have their current job, or like if I was a pizza delivery driver but I became a security guard, would I still be a pizza delivery driver?
I mean, the thing is, I'm not sure, but
I think that mentality doesn't respect the come up.
I don't know. The thing is, you could argue that he's still a plumber.
You could argue he's still a plumber.
Yeah, just a different piping system. Anyway, we're going to get it, and
he's still a plumber in his heart.
Well, I'm banned off the mic. So, yeah, that's gonna be first stock going to Hoborg, and Final Destination working out just a little bit better. No platforms to catch out this Luigi on for sure, but
and it's definitely a lot easier to maintain your composure when it comes to all the laser pressure that Fudge is applying. which he's doing a wonderful job of. It's been very accurate so far. But you can close that distance much easier and make Founder feel the pressure a lot easier too. It's a down smash.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little bit of upper, upper.
Ooh. I mean,
straight into that.
Throw out whatever extended hitboxes you possibly can. Gives you a little bit of range, and now it's Hoborg with an advantage. Not as decisive. I mean, that laser is coming through. I mean, yeah, it's only 2%, but still a little bit of stopping power, lock him in, and it helps with your approach, helps with your spacing a little bit as well.
Yeah, the more he can get him out of that crouch cancel percent, the better the performance do, absolutely. I think Hoborg especially able to take advantage of those open ups and those knockdowns, those tech chase situations. As for Fudge, his defensive game is also extremely strong. I don't think that anything's going to stop him. I think that Hoborg has the ability to take this game, but I think Fudge being as confident a player as he is, honestly, I think he's pretty favorable. What do you think?
I mean, it makes you wonder, right? Because Hoborg is trying to keep himself in this one, and when you're going up in a matchup like this, maybe you're not exactly going to be favored. You have to remember, though, this is player against player. It's not character versus character. Maybe not as much in a game like Ultimate, where there are just maybe it's not as optimized. It's 15 years younger of a game.
No patches. We've just had to figure it out on our own.
Exactly.
They're still figuring out new stuff that's making everybody like, oh god, something new to deal with.
Exactly, and that's just how it's going to be. But again, Hoborg trying to show that efficiency at the ledge and almost taking the stock as a result of it, but
doesn't keep on the ledge.
Fudge going into the corner, former Salt winner, I believe, in Fudge.
Big time.
Yeah, so I've kept up a little bit. Hang on.
Yeah, Fudge actually went and lost to Hoborg in winners finals, and then came back and I think he got 6-0. I didn't see the set, but I know that he had that 2-set comeback versus him. So I think that's why I feel like Fudge should be pretty confident in this matchup. You know, he's been here before, he's been able to pick up the win.
Oh, but you're off stage, and that is not how you wanted that to end. We're all drawn up at one, but that is Hoborg. Again, we saw that was that Hoborg could have run away with that.
Big time.
Yeah, and it was Fudge working his way back into that. A lot of positives to be taken from the Falco, even though you're all drawn up at one.
Yeah, we got a match. Who am I playing? Hi. I would like, give me this game, and then I'll head on.
Right on.
I'm not leaving you be, man. I'm not letting you do this alone.
Appreciate you, man.
But
hang on.
Hoborg
Down there.
going for the dash attack.
Oh,
Completely
man.
useless move.
Yeah, that's. I'm just gonna call that a tactical error.
Yeah,
and
Hoborg's got to use for it, dude. It's like he's got it all planned out. He's like, this is my conditioning, dude. He'll never see it a second time.
I mean, look, you think you're cooking, then you get lost in the sauce. This is how it happens. But
It's rough. It's rough. The sauce comes out all watery too.
Oh yeah.
Too much spices.
Just yeah, all the flavor gets cooked out,
Yeah.
so you don't salt it too early. But
Yeah, you need to get it spicy, but the right spicy.
yeah,
Have the
exactly.
wrong spicy.
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about jerk barbecue sauce, man. That's been saving my life.
Tell me all about it.
Oh my lord, yeah, dude. Honestly,
Saved your life.
season that John overnight. Yes, absolutely. I once was blind, but now I see. But,
Wow. I was just never thought of seasoning it overnight.
oh yeah, just honestly soak it to the bone. Get some bone-in chicken thighs. Just absolutely soak it. Get a little bit of specialty jerk seasoning as well. That's like allspice. That's coriander. That's scallion. Just let it all get in there. Soak it overnight. Then you cook it over over a wood fire. If you got a stove, that works too.
Yeah.
Solid ass jerk chicken, man.
I've been a pleb all my life, dude. I'm a sauce on top kind of guy. I'll dry rub it until it's done, and then I'll just sauce on top. I've always been this way.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You don't think
the thing
so?
is, you can do jerk that way. Like it's especially like jerk seasoning and everything, where it's just a little bit moist. So, because the idea is you want to keep the chicken moist.
True.
You're not like you don't want to be.
And
spiced
Hoborg
wood.
losing that game.
God. Oh my
Fudge
God.
just taking it from him like it wasn't his to begin with. It never was. 2 minutes.
Man, Fudge put a little bit of Scotch bonnet in that sauce. That was crazy, but
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We got a spicy bird on our hands, dude. Hoborg trying to make him into chicken wings. Not happening.
I am so sorry to the. I was wondering if the chat was like telling me to shut the hell up about jerk chicken, but either way.
No, I encouraged it.
Yeah,
I was happy
enough.
about it. I'm like, yeah, dude, tell me all. Okay, I'll tell you what the rule is. For Jeff, the rule is that somebody's on commentary and talking, and that's it. It could be about anything. He came on and complained about controller discourse for, I want to say 45 minutes. I think we went through an entire winners finals, losers finals, and grand finals with just controller talk between Hoborg, Metal Reaper, and Jeff. And I was just like, no, tell me more, dude. Tell me more.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it's all right, man. Yeah, so, you know, I've tuned into a lot of like grand finals of the lab that just hasn't had any commentary on it. But
I mean, the Metal Reaper talking about box for 45 minutes is the kind of thing that you get when you come out to the laboratory on Tuesday nights here in Hatboro, Pennsylvania.
that's a good point. That's a good point. Hey, it's a welcome environment. We love everybody here. Dog.
Exactly. Come on, it's the homies.
But Hoborg looking like he has a little bit of catching up to do with this Dreamland game. He came here to get a little more space, but, you know, still, Fudge doing a wonderful job of just making the stage his own. You know, not letting anybody get in his way. Phantom back air doesn't quite do it. Hoborg takes full advantage of it.
So my question is, do you think that Fudge needs to be more aggressive going off stage? Because I know that Luigi can be a little unpredictable, but again, closing off lanes and maybe taking advantage afterwards, that's something that is that's doable.
Doable, I would absolutely say yes. The fear that Luigi can instill in somebody's heart off stage,
True.
especially Hoborg, is something to be trifled with, absolutely.
Now, we have seen Hoborg turn some of those garbage situations into gold throughout this night, especially in that winners final against, winners semifinal against Kem. I mean, how many times did Kem seem to have the play in mind? Is that ledge, and then all of a sudden the hitbox is kind of 2 hitboxes later, he's dead. We're seeing Fudge in very much the same situation. Hoborg at 81%, but getting sauced on a little bit on the top platform. Nowhere to go but off the side.
It's a little bit of Tabasco. Not quite there, though.
Oh!
Makes it back with those magnet hands, baby.
I
That's
clenched.
plumber's right. Ooh, and space is right outside of the down there.
Beautiful.
All right, last stock, Dreamland. Right now we got 2-1. 2-1 in Fudge's favor. Hoborg's got a little bit of catching up to do. It's definitely his moment to shine.
Again, you know, good trades in midair, keeping this at a relatively even keel. Oh no,
He grabs it.
that's
That's
the
it.
equalizer,
Yeah, just
isn't
like
it?
that. Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
That ledge refresh back air for every single plumber, except for maybe Mario, is very, very strong. You get that ledge invincibility, and you're able to have that wonderful angle, because you know what? All the plumbers back air stretches out a lot farther than you think it does. And Hoborg, definitely intimately aware of those hitboxes.
FOD for Game 5. How do you like this counter pick?
I don't. I think Luigi's chaotic, and I think this stage is chaos. I think it goes hand in hand, but he could have just double shot him up the top.
Definitely something to be said about that, especially with the changing platforms and everything, but oh my. You want to talk about offstage shenaniganry being a possibility here. But then again, Fudge, you know what? Maybe you're starting the fight, but I'm going to be the one who finishes it and draws first blood in this Game 5.
Fudge absolutely has the great advantage of having. He has the advantage of having such a small stage to send multiple down air combos. But as we've been seeing, not really falling for it. That smash, nice. I'm so glad that kills for Luigi. I'm so happy for him.
Luigi needs it.
He does. He does, dude. He does. I thought to myself when I caught it up smash earlier with Dr. Mario, I'm like, if you don't get this, we're done, Doc. We're done.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, down. Gets the down air on platform. Looks like he's responding very, very well to the pressure that Fudge is putting up.
Not sure what kind of viewership this VOD's going to get, but there is going to be a comment about that.
Grabs the side beat, bro. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Decisive advantage, and yeah, wave dashing in with the up smash. Gosh, man, the fact that you can cover that much ground with Luigi, I know it's the longest regular wave dash in the game, but goodness me. Catch it! Oh!
Chase. That's incredible. Hoborg, run it away.
My dare's pretty good too, bud.
Ooh, Fudge trying to say, no, this isn't yours. Ooh, but he goes for it. Yep, he gets the roll in. Very nice, very nice.
Beautiful.
Fudge with a little bit of a mountain to climb. Hoborg recognizing that, taking his time to compose himself, and comes down with the punish immediately.
Yeah. Like you have the advantage in terms of stocks. Take it easy. Again, he has to come for you. Oh, man.
Hoborg showing confidence, dominance, and style. But Fudge showing he's not over. Those down air combos, dude. This stage is so good for him.
That feels like a bit of an own goal for Hoborg, though. Not going to lie. You have to confirm here, and indeed he does. Gets out by the skin of his teeth. And Hoborg moving on by a score of 3-2 into losers finals, where he will take on